Of course, this has been the fight that has gone out to become a legal one. Samad Srivastava, who is also joining us from Uttar Pradesh. Samad, go on. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, in one of a few rare statements that he's made about the Gyanvapi, almost appealing to the Muslim side that they should show a lot more wisdom and accept that there was a historic wrong and stop calling it a mosque in the first place.
Well, obviously, it's also rare, and I must say it's a massive statement from the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, where he just not only saying that finding a trishul at some place clearly signifies that it couldn't be a mosque, it could have been a temple, but also he's in a way saying that Muslim side should accept the reality, should accept the history, and in a way, and believe that what actually happened previously, because he also said that Muslim side must show wisdom to accept that there was a mistake while writing the history, because we saw controversy related to the NCERT textbooks when it comes to the history, Indian history, especially during the era of Mughal Sultans. So that's what Yogi Adityanath could be in a way signifying in that particular interview of that particular agency, and he's clearly saying if you find a trishul at some place, then how can you call it a mosque? Because we remember around a year back in Varanasi, when we were covering the Gyanvapi case, advocate commissioners were put in place, then they went inside that particular mosque with the survey team, and when the survey clips came to light and were accessed by the India Today TV, it was clearly found that the symbols of Hindu deities, including the trishul, including that lotus of Brahmaji and various other signals were found inside. Even some small sculptures of Lord Ganesha were found, and not just the symbols, small symbols that were erected on the walls of the mosque, because when we talk to the Islamic scholars, they clearly said whenever any mosque gets erected, then there shouldn't be any architecture on the walls of Hindu deities if it's not a temple before. So that was clear from the Islamic scholar when we spoke to them. So how
देखो, उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री ने कहा है, हमको विश्वास है कि इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट उस आदेश को जारी रखेगी जो सर्वे कहता है, और सर्वे में आए हुए तथ्यों के बाद में न्यायालय घोषित करेगा कि वह स्थान हिंदुओं का मंदिर है।
पर मुस्लिम पक्ष तो अपना दावा कर रहा है लगातार, जिस तरीके से उनके दावे सामने आ रहे हैं, उस पर क्या कहेंगे?
अगर उनका दावा सच है तो वो एएसआई की जांच से भाग क्यों रहे? जो कोई भी सच को ढकना चाहता है या ढके रखना चाहता है तो उसके मन में कुछ तो कालक होगी, कुछ तो ऐसा होगा जो सामने नहीं आने देना चाहता। मैं चाहूँगा कि मुस्लिम पक्ष भी इस मामले में स्वस्थ होकर हिस्सा ले और पहले सच को सामने आने दे, फिर जो न्याय युक्त होगा वो हो जाएगा।
इतिहास से कहीं ना कहीं गलती हुई है, ये भी बात उन्होंने कही है मुख्यमंत्री ने, इस पर क्या कहेंगे?
ये पूरे विश्व में हुआ कि जो जाति जीत गई उसने पराजित जाति के सम्मान चिन्हों को मिटाया, अपमानित किया, तोड़ा, उसके स्थान पे अपने खड़े किए। ये जो खड़े किए थे ना, जो मथुरा में ईदगाह है या काशी में मस्जिद है, ये पूजा के लिए खड़े नहीं किए थे, ये अपमान करने के लिए खड़े किए थे। और हिंदुओं का मनोबल न बन पाए, उनका धैर्य न हो पाए, वो लगे कि हम कमजोर और देवता कमजोर हैं, इसलिए किया था। आज भारत
इसमें भी जितने वरिष्ठ लोग हैं जो राजनीतिक जीवन में रहे, उन्होंने समझाने की कोशिश की है। तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है ये जो बयान है, ये अंजुमन इंतजामिया को और मुस्लिम पक्ष को एक बताने की कोशिश है कि आपने एक ऐतिहासिक गलती की है और उसको आप मानिए, उसको समझिए।
All right, that was Vishnu Jain, in fact, speaking on the Gyanvapi issue. Of course, the Gyanvapi Mosque debate has been going on for at least 3 decades now, and the belief is that the Lord Vishweshwara temple was partially demolished to build the Gyanvapi Mosque, and petitioners seeking permission now to be allowed to worship inside the Gyanvapi complex if it turns out indeed to be a temple beneath that mosque. Let me cut across to Samar joining us. Samar, go on, tell us more on the case that's currently underway with the petition filed at the Allahabad High Court. Supreme Court had given a little more time to the Muslim side to take this matter up in court. And they have, the Allahabad High Court, we believe, is going to be hearing this case. Give us a quick lowdown on the progress the Gyanvapi issue has had so far for the Hindu side.
See, the case of Gyanvapi was stuck after the Supreme Court ordered a certain stay and in that particular matter. But when District Court accepted the demand of Hindu side of ASI survey and suddenly gave the order regarding that particular survey and submit the report and ordered to submit the report before July 4, suddenly ASI team after alerting the Muslim side in the wee hours, in the night hours, came at the premises around 6:30 a.m. started surveying, and thereafter Muslim side went to the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court gave some time to the Muslim side as a breathing time to move to the High Court, and Supreme Court also said that you shouldn't have come here, you should have gone to the High Court, and that's why the matter is currently, the hearing regarding that particular matter is currently on in the Allahabad High Court. We saw a few days back also, and the next date for that particular hearing is August 3, and that's why we can expect a decision regarding this survey could come in the favor of Muslim side or in the favor of Hindu side, because what we heard from in those premises, in those the things what happened inside the court, that CJI clearly asked the Hindu side, in the ASI advocate and ASI expert as well, how much time would you take to finish this particular survey, and in that particular date he had said that he'll take around a week for the completion of the survey. But when Muslim side said that they have intentions to do digging in the part of mosque, that could also damage the part of Wazukhana area, which has been currently sealed by the Supreme Court by the District Administration of Varanasi on the order of Supreme Court, could also be damaged. And on that particular line, he tried to convince the CJ in Allahabad High Court a few days back to, in a way, stay that particular order. And that's why the next date of hearing, what we saw from the court, is July 3, and we have to wait for the final order, because law, as per the Muslim side, after the statement of Yogi Adityanath, they are saying let law take its course, and then only we have to decide, because the matter is currently on, and we are nobody to comment on that or to decide whether it was a mosque or temple, because the matter is currently on in the court, and that's what the Muslim side has claimed so far. So it's going to be very, very massive that what after the statement of Yogi Adityanath would happen in the political circles of Uttar Pradesh. But that is for sure that the Saffron Party, if you comment on the political scenario, then yes, they will definitely get the political mileage from out.
Right.